make pita dough.
I look ridiculous.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody is doing great out there. Hello, Robbie. How are you doing today?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm tired.
You're tired?
I'm tired.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. We had lunch. Words are already hard. I was already singing Words Are Hard at lunch today, so there's that. But we had lunch with Robbie's dad and family, and here we are tonight making some stuff, and I'm back. How are you guys all doing? You doing good? Have the weekend, I see that the weekend has flown by for some people. It has flown by for me too. It always does when I have to work on a Saturday.
You have to cook today instead of just judging people.
That's right. I have to cook today, but on Tuesday we're going to be judging people and food fight. And one of our favorite people that is not an actual streamer, Aspie, is going to be competing against Mama Huevos. It's going to be fun. But I just got back I didn't just get back. I got back Monday from a girls' trip. That's why I wasn't streaming on Sunday last week, because I was doing the whole vacation thing. And our girls' trip is wake up when you wake up, drink some coffee, except for one of my friends who doesn't drink coffee or eat chocolate. So we're not really sure what happened there. And then we get dressed, we go to the beach. We come home, some of us nap, and then we shower, and then we go out to a really good dinner. So every time I come back from Florida, we like to go to like new restaurants and stuff. I like to make some stuff that we've had and see if I can recreate part of it. So that's what we're doing today. Go give follows to all the peoples. I love that. All right, here, let's see, what was I going to say? Let me tell you what we're going to be making today. I've been working for 3 days. Today is day 3 on these pretzel croissants that we had at this place called the Turtle Club, which is right on the beach in Naples. And it was a very interesting thing. You love Florida. So we go to Naples every year, and in Naples, they're still recovering. The places along the Andy's here. We always go to the beach along the beach. Let me start that over again because that just didn't make any sense. So when the hurricanes that have hit, Naples has had a couple of hurricanes in the past 5 years, and they are still along the beach recovering. And one of the places was called the Turtle Club, and it's stupid expensive, but we've always wanted to try it. So we said, hey, we're going to do that one time. It was closed last year. This year it just opened back up, and luckily one of my friends is a rep and a distributor of alcohol, and so wine and spirits and all of that, and she was able to get us in, so yay! I mean, we had to go at 7:45 p.m. for dinner, but I'm not complaining. We got to watch the sunset as we ate stuff. So we're going to try these pretzel croissants. I don't know how they're going to turn out. I don't bake a whole lot, but I started 3 days ago so that we could get some really good lamination on the dough. We're going to try from a restaurant that we went to, a brand new one for us, which was called the Bohemian, and we're going to try and do these crispy rice cakes. Now, they had just yellowfin tuna chopped up on top of it with a chipotle aioli. I couldn't find any yellowfin tuna I'm in the middle of Texas. So, but my grocery store did have a couple of sushi grade meat. So we've got big eye tuna, and we're going to make a tartare out of it. So we're going to add a little something to it as well. You win! Woo! Good for you, Megabytes. Oh, we'll talk about that, Andy, because I have also seen Bryan Adams. And did you know that he is apparently incredibly popular in Venezuela? Who knew? And then the other thing we're going to make is we're going to do a pimento cheese polenta, and we're going to do some scallops with that and do a little roasted corn and some sauteed mushrooms and a little chimichurri. So that one's got like 8 million steps. And then I also found some micro cilantro because that's how they dressed it. And I was like, I really want to find some micro cilantro. And I didn't know Sprouts had that. So Sprouts has little micro salads if you're ever looking for that. So there we go. That's what we're going to be making tonight. I do need to get started on the rice because for the crispy rice cakes, we've got to make the rice. Then we have to let it cool down before we form it into a shape. And then we're going to have to decide, do we want squares or do we want circles for it? I don't know. Use a Bryan Adams CD. It cuts like a knife. Ha ha. Fajita Phantom. It's a salad for ants. So what it is basically it's the sprouts it's the sprouts. So instead of using the fully grown plant as your salad, you're doing it when it's still really tiny and sprouts. Here, I'll show you. Because I have some. So when you see like little bitty things, so you can see how this is little bitty cilantro. Because look, it looks like cilantro, except it's teeny tiny. So that's what they had on top. So I was like, I want to use it. I'm going to use micro salads. Robbie knows I always have like weird, crazy stuff in the refrigerator that I'm like, I have to try this. But we're going to do that.
I mean, how else would the fridge stay so full, Dana?
Triangles. Oh, you want me to do them in triangles?
You're a fuzzy little troublemaker. Yes, you are. Now,
That
who's your
sounds
daddy?
complicated. I'm going to go with, you get rectangles or circles. That's what we're going to go with. Hello, Miss Sarah Lynn. How are you doing today? I need to get started on the rice. So I have my sushi rice. Tiny soap leaves. Yes, kosher bacon jam. For some people it is tiny soap leaves, but not for me. I have my one friend, I can tell you, she has a lot of certifications when it comes to wine, and she can just the amount of detail when she's tasting wine that she can tell us, and we're over there she's going, and hints of blah, 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 and we're like, yes. And then we're like, really, we don't taste it. We don't know what you're talking about. But she's really good at that. But she doesn't have her palate is expanding, which is great for food. But she was like, I don't want cilantro on my meal. I'm like, does it taste like soap? And she's like, no. Oh, okay. All right. So, am I talking really fast? I'm gonna slow.
You're
down.
definitely in food fight mode.
I guess did I mute your blurb? No, we heard it.
She said it. There it went.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I've soaked this for about 30 minutes. We're going to rinse it until it's clear, and then we're going to go ahead and make this rice and get that going. I did start some things ahead of time because, for instance, the Pretzel Croissant takes 3 days to make, and I wasn't, as much as I love you guys, I wasn't going to stay on for 3 days straight. So Robbie's been watching me
Such a slacker.
Huh?
Such a slacker. No dedication to stay on for 72 straight hours.
I am a slacker. That's what happens when you hit your 50s. You become a slacker. So we're going to rinse this rice until it is as clear as we can get it. Get some of those starches off the outside. I'm splashing water everywhere, Robbie. And
is anyone sitting in the splash zone? Because Dana might get you.
remember how we were talking about the additives into wine, Robbie, the other day, and I couldn't come up with the term for the one additive? It's called Mega Purple.
Purple?
It just came to me.
Megabytes. Did you know this? That there is a Mega Purple in wines?
Not all wine. Some makers put Mega Purple in it. Look it up. They think in the wine industry that I need to put water in here and get it boiling first for this recipe, as opposed to other ones where you put the rice and the water in at the same time. This is not what this recipe calls for. Anyway, wines think that people will look at a wine, and if it tastes like fruitier or has a darker color to it, and so obviously we're talking about red wines, that it must be more expensive and better. So they put this ingredient in it called Mega Purple. Mega Purple. So taste test, of course. That's the way to do it, Megabytes. Let me find some wine. So you like my hot dog shirt? The taco? The taco? Does somebody have a hot dog shirt?
I believe they're being silly.
Are you being silly? So anyway, she used to just be a wine rep, but now this time, is it turned? Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see, you guys don't have to, wait, here, we'll do that. There we go. We'll see if that works. Does that work? Is that better? You're not listening, so you don't know. All right, I need to find the recipe for this first. So we did that. We soaked it, we rinsed it. We're bringing a pot of water over high heat to boil. We're gonna add some salt. And once it starts boiling, we'll get the rice in there, and then we'll start making some other stuff. We'll make like some chimichurri, we'll roast some corn. Oh, that's not where I need the salt. I need it over here. What is Dana doing?
Are you out of practice,
She doesn't know.
Judge a couple shows and don't cook.
It's been 2 weeks.
You forget everything.
It's been 2 weeks.
First time streamer.
2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. That's what it's been, Robbie. I could probably get the stuff out for the chimichurri. So let's do that. So I'm going to need, for my chimichurri, I'm going to need some cilantro. And I'm going to need some garlic. I need a bowl for trash. I need to hydrate. It's funny. We usually, when we go on these girls' trips, buy a little something for each other. And 2 of them got us like Stanley mugs, which I'm like, that's a little more than a little gift. But we said it was great because one could have hydration in it, water and electrolytes, and the other had adult beverages in it.
Ah.
Perfect for the beach. So does anybody have like beach etiquette? Beach etiquette. So we were on the beach, and it wasn't a very crowded day. Darth is here. You smell, Dana? I smell?
How'd you know, Darth? Did we activate the smell-o-vision?
I smell delicious. What do you mean? What do you mean? I've got that. I need red onion. I'm going to... Such a troublemaker. Why are we giving him a shout out? Why are we giving Darth a shout out?
Because Darth's awesome.
It says the channel you are shouting out does not exist because Robbie apparently typed it in
Words
wrong.
are hard, Dana.
No, nudist. So we're there, and we sit down like, you know, we're pulling a wagon because we can't go light to the beach, and there's a tent with a bunch of people on it. So we kind of go to the side of them and kind of a little behind them so that we're not in their way and in their space, right? And after a little while, another group of people came in. The other side of the tent, there was nobody on the other side of their tent. And they sat down 5 feet right in front of us. And so we started being petty. I'm going to walk next to their tent, right next to the tent to get to the water, right back, with them looking at us. And one of my friends just said, did you have to put your tent 5 feet in front of us? So it was fun. But that's etiquette. If it's crowded and that's the only place you can find, fine. But if it's not crowded, don't plant yourself smack dab right in front of people.
It's like the empty theater and someone sits down right next to you or right in front of you.
Yes. Stupid. Don't do it. All right. So what do I need? I need lemon. I need some, this calls for red wine vinegar, but I think I'm going to use, you know what I have, Robbie?
What?
I have, so you don't know what I have. I have pomegranate vinegar. We're going to use that. I did have red wine vinegar out. What else did I
Dana,
need?
not only do I not know what you have, I don't know what day it is.
It's Sunday.
So there.
It's Father's Day. It's 4 days before my birthday. What are we doing for my birthday?
Stuff, things, all the things.
You gotta lurk, okay? I'm just glad you're here. I'm assuming you went to go spend some time, some Father's Day time. Oh, Krim's here. Hi, Krim. How are you doing? I still need to talk to you. Robbie's like, have you called Krim? I'm like, no.
I've bugged her about it.
Multiple times. It's so annoying now I don't want to call you.
Sorry, Krim.
Robbie's annoyed me so much. So food fight last week, if you guys missed it, you can still catch the video. Our first week was fun because we had dinner with Mom and Kanara. And dinner with Mom just edged out Kanara by 1 point. And it was chat, that point that chat gives them was the deciding point. And then last week we had Steve and Zero, which was so much fun. We raised $1,500 for St. Jude. The week before we raised about $300, a little over $300 for the Trevor Project and the American Red Cross. So we're doing pretty good on those donations and sabotages, and it was funny. So just so you know, if you check into Food Fight, some people kind of make up their own sabotages. We have some, but if you do something reasonable, we'll say, do you mind doing that? It's for charity, right? Zero Brew ended up having at one point to be one-handed with an oven mitt on, standing on one leg. And Steve was blindfolded. So we did that. I said, okay, I'll call you in a few days. So that is very cool. I'm still waiting for this to boil. Come on, water, let's boil. And, Hippie, okay, incoming. Everybody get ready to say hello, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. I didn't make it over to Hippie's today. I wonder what Hippie was doing. Do you know?
No, we were so busy earlier that I didn't get a chance.
Love Hippie. Hippie is awesome.
Hey.
Hippie! Oh, all right, wait. I got many things going on here. All right, Hippie, I got to welcome in, Raiders. And I got to hydrate. Hang on. Hello, Raiders. How are you guys doing over there? Welcome in. If you're not familiar with who I am, I'm Dana. I am a home chef up here in the North Texas part of North Texas. That didn't make sense. I'm in North Texas.
Doing great.
And I am here with Robbie, Randy, Ricky, Roy. Drink more, cook less. Who is my tech guy, dishwasher, logistical elevation technician, dog wrangler, Sherpa, chauffeur. Did I miss anything?
Apparently Hippie was making a mess.
You were making a mess. What did you make? Oh my gosh.
Let's cook, let's have some fun.
Dana's Kitchen Song Club. I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a thing, Dana.
So
just like your hydrate emote is a thing.
I know. I don't know what's going on. Robbie does things
beef,
and I don't know.
Seaweed salad, and
I love
curry
bulgogi.
potatoes.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Have you been told Happy Father's Day today? We had Tex-Mex for lunch, but I got to tell you, this place, I decided to do something different there. So I did their chili relleno. All right, rice is going in. And It was a chicken chili relleno. It probably had like an ounce of chicken and 8 ounces of cheese, and I'm not joking. Ask Robbie. Was it like 8 ounces? It was like an 8
It was
ounce.
half a plate of solid cheese.
It was just cheese. And I'm like, well, that's not very interesting. And it wasn't a stuffed pepper. They basically took some chicken, chopped it up, threw it in with, and I'm not joking, 8 ounces of cheese, and stirred it up. And it wasn't even cheddar cheese. It was some sort of white cheese, probably Chihuahua cheese. And then they stirred it up, put it on the plate, and then they put a chili on top of it. And that was it. And I was like, that's not great. That's not great. A lovely day. Yay! All right, I need my bench scraper. Look, I remembered to do my bench scraper. I want this.
And then she uses the knife. What is going on?
I never said I was, super smart. We're going to make this. I want this chimichurri to be really tiny because it's going to be going on top of scallops. So I want to make sure it's not a real chunky one. I want it to be smoother. So probably getting the food processor would be a better idea. But that would just be one more thing for Robbie to wash or me to wash. Because actually now our setup here is so complex that Robbie spends more time breaking that down afterwards.
There's only 5 cameras, and we just tear down the whole
Chihuahua.
studio between shows. It's fine. It's fine.
So Mama, meow. Chihuahua cheese is a cheese out of the Chihuahua region. It's very mild, out of the Chihuahua region of Mexico. I'd say it's closest to a low moisture mozzarella, but it's better. It melts a little bit better than that does. It is one of Robbie's now favorite cheeses the first time I gave it to him.
Yes, because I had also not heard of it until a few months ago.
Yeah.
And it is like a top 2 or 3 cheese now for me.
This is not going to be big enough. I'm going to get a different bowl for this.
It's one of those things that when I heard Dana say that,
He's like, said, what?
my first thought is that she's just making things up again.
Because Chihuahua is one of the regions, not like a state, but one of the regions in Mexico. So Mexican food, when we're here in the United States, we don't think about the diversity of Mexican food. There's like Yucatan, where you're going to get more fish type dishes, and some areas have more vegetarian type dishes. Not completely vegetarian, but you'll see more like bean and cheese things.
Did she melt a dog?
Yeah, it is melty for sure. Used it for your quesadilla. See, I think Chihuahua cheese is great, especially if you've got other flavors and you just want kind of that melty, fattiness of the cheese. Yeah, so going to Southern Cal, you would see so much more of it. But so many people just think that it's all about tacos. And I love tacos, so that's not me saying there's anything wrong with it. Now, I thought I had bought cilantro and flat leaf parsley, Italian flat leaf parsley, and I did not. So we're going to have a chimichurri that is all cilantro.
Yay, extra soap.
I like to have the differences of those flavors in mine, but that was my fault. I was distracted because Robbie went grocery shopping with me.
I'm always very distracting. And thank you for that alert, Kippy
Yeah.
and Lorraine, and enjoy the foods.
Thank you. Munch it, of course. Go munch. Whoops.
Do you eat the stems?
Do you eat the stems? It depends on what I'm making. So for the chimichurri, I'm not, because texturally, I don't like it in there. But if I'm making like a cilantro sauce or putting anything in the blender, I don't mind having the stems. They taste the same, basically, as the leaves. So it's really a preference. Or I'll use the stems if I don't have enough cilantro to do what I'm doing with the leaves. What?
But Fajita said making spaghetti in a salad. Speaking of spaghetti, I believe it was Morphine Bear that made us do the spaghetti tacos.
It was Morphine Bear who suggested the spaghetti tacos, which we've never made again.
Yeah, we oddly haven't done that again.
We haven't done that again.
Once I got past the idea of it, it wasn't.
The flavor
bad.
was bad. I just don't understand.
Like, it's not up there with the mac and cheese milkshakes and ranch sodas.
No, it didn't taste bad.
It's not like it's
Like if-
spaghetti tacos are a national treasure.
All right.
Did you already answer the blender food processor question?
What was that one? Oh, a blender and a food processor. You know what? Honestly, I think a blender is a type of food processor, but if you're going into the store, the blender does more things like puree and stuff, whereas if you've got a food processor, you've got a bigger thing, and it usually has different kinds of blades in it, so you can slice in it, you can grate into it. So like if I'm making mac and cheese, I will use that to grate my cheese because it's so much cheese that I have to put in the mac and cheese. So you have different blades for it. A blender usually has just the one blade, and so it's really good for pureeing, making smoothies, and that kind of stuff. All right. Again, I want this to be really, really tiny because it's going on top of the scallops that we're doing later. And I'm just double dipping here. Oh, I know what I got to do. I got to get the pretzel bread in the...
Did you want your stuff to be boiling so much?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm making rice.
What are you doing with the leftovers?
Oh, I probably do need to turn that down, though. What am I doing with the leftovers? There will not be leftovers of scallops because everybody only gets 4. Because that was a pound and that was expensive. And I don't know. Chimichurri is great on a lot of different meats.
I mean leftover cilantro.
Oh, leftover cilantro. Well, there won't. This is all going in the chimichurri because that's what I'm doing right here. So I've got another thing of cilantro, and I mean it's something I use all the time because we do Mexican food. So.
Yeah, that's the stem she cut off. That's the trash bowl.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Trash bowl. Is that what we were asking? So that'll just go in the trash. At some point, I would really like to do a compost pile outside. I used to have one. Actually, I had it at 2 different houses. But I haven't put it together here. Tuna Tartare I'll ship over to you? Maybe. I don't know how good it'll be once it gets there. I don't know why I'm cutting this red onion this way, Robbie.
I don't know if she washes each layer of the onion, but apparently you're supposed to peel them, and chat ratted me out once.
I do not wash every layer of the onion. That is not necessary. I've really made this much harder than it needs to be, Robbie. So after this, is that the only, I need to get the lemon out, and then we'll put our other things into our chimichurri. So you can make your chimichurri, usually it has some sort of green in it. It's usually parsley or cilantro, something along that lines, but you can use something else if you want to. And then just other things, garlic, herbs, spices.
But every layer of the leek needs to be washed.
Yes, leeks are dirty. They are very, 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 very dirty.
Hey!
But onions grow differently. All right, you know what? You and I still need to talk. Are you around tomorrow? Because I haven't heard all about your trip to the UK. And I really want to hear all about it. And I feel really bad about that. So, fresh parsley is amazing, Yannicki. And I thought I had some, and I didn't. And Teeds is here. Hello. Has it been 20 months? That's crazy. That's crazy. Holy cow. So who do we have here? We have what happened? Oh, and Kelsey. You're around tomorrow. Woohoo. 37 months. She's got you beat. Could be because she was here at the first time because I've known her for the longest of anybody here, I think. I think that's true. But anyways, and there we go. Oh, I don't have a hype train hat. Are you my wardrober, my valet?
Where is it?
It's in my office where it always is. So Hippie just answered a question. I can't see it. Anyway, such is life. Here we go. All right, I need a spoon, and I need to add some things.
Dana, did you leave this on?
Oh, I don't think so. Did I? Is it not working? Aw, I guess I did leave it on. Well, we'll wear it like this for now. This is the hype train hat, and usually it has lights, but apparently not today. And it's all, what is happening? Robbie, what is happening? You've been a fan of mine for almost 30 years, but we're getting close to 30 years. So I know it is insane. It's crazy. I sometimes look at my things and I'm like, how did we get here? How did we get here? Uh-oh, that's all your remaining bits? Well, thank you for the biddies. I'm so happy you spent 45 cents. Yes. Yeah, so not alive. That's the whole thing. Okay, I need some olive oil. And I need about 1/3 of a cup of olive oil in here. And where is, is that bear awareness? Bear awareness. If you are going to be, by the way, if you're going to be at TwitchCon, I'm going to have some cool stuff to give away. You'll have to find Robbie and I. Oh, I almost put that in the trash, Robbie.
And she's not kidding, by the way. She's totally serious.
What, about giveaways?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it. Kelsey just ordered them for me, so I'm pretty excited about that. We need some, we're going to use, rather than red wine vinegar, we're going to use a little of this pomegranate vinegar, which... There we go.
Well, Teeds, if it's any extra motivation, we get early to San Diego and we're leaving late, so we'll be there extra.
We'll be there, yeah. So we're going in on Wednesday and coming back on Monday, I think. So we'll be there for a while. And we need some oregano, pepper, salt. I should do some fresh oregano, shouldn't I? My oregano's doing great this year. I'm so excited.
Really, Hippie? That'd be awesome.
Oh, yay! That would be so fabulous. I would love that, to finally get to meet you guys, because we were so sad because we took our road trip and we hadn't met you yet. And when we took one of our road trips, we went right pretty close by where you guys are. And that would have been fun. All right, some pepper. Oh my goodness. Did you hear that? That came from upstairs. My kiddo is either playing video games or recording. It gets very loud upstairs when either of those things are happening. All right, let's taste this.
Yeah, Dana, what is that?
This is what is a pretzel croissant? I'm going to show you. So give me a second. We're going to clean this up. I'm going to look at this rice and see how we're doing.
Apparently something that takes 3 days.
I think it's a little mushier than I'd like it to be. But it's done. You know why, Robbie? I forgot to measure the water.
Whoa!
What just happened? What just happened? Oh my goodness. Hippie, thank you so much for the biddies. All right. So a pretzel croissant, Tannerim, is a croissant. We've laminated the dough like a croissant, and I've done that for the last 2 days. Is this distracting with the sun?
Isn't that half the point?
And then what? Wait, Americans boil the rice like that. I messed this up. This is totally me, but it's okay. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it work. I'm busy. I'm talking. I get distracted.
She's
I
gotten too
didn't
used to
follow
just
the
judging other
rules.
people's cooking, guys. She's
So,
lost her talent in 2 weeks.
It's going to work out just fine. No worry. No problem.
You're not even being sabotaged,
No
Dana. What is your
problem.
excuse?
So anyways, the pretzel croissant, so I've laminated the dough, but what we're going to do is before we put it in the oven, we've got the oven set at 425, is that we're going to dunk it into a baking soda and water mixture, and then we're going to put it into the oven. And so we should get that kind of chewy outside like a pretzel, but get that nice flaky inside like a croissant. So there we go. I did decide to sabotage myself. I wasn't thinking. I was thinking polenta in my head, and I don't know. It's fine. Everything.
It's definitely a stream day. She tends to have a lot on the menu for you guys.
So we're going to stick this in the freezer and let it cool down. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit before. Oh, wait a minute. I got to put the rice vinegar and stuff. See?
Dana.
Oh, my gosh.
Get it together. You're a professional. I mean, just look at that face.
What is happening? What is happening? Okay. Everything is fine. All right, we need to do a third a cup of rice wine vinegar. You know, when Teed starts critiquing your cooking, you know you're in trouble.
Right? Do we need to give her a real sabotage teats to get her to focus?
I've got a hat on that's falling off my head, and I can't see. Let's do this. All right.
Thanks so much for the hype train, guys.
Thank you, guys. Okay, now I can see again. Woo!
All right, now one hand behind the back, Dana.
I could do this. All right, I need a third of a quarter of this. And I need, what else do I need? I need a little sugar and a little sesame oil. I didn't get the sugar out. Let's put that in there. A little sugar, a little sesame oil. I'm just talking to myself now like so many streamers do when they're cooking on Food Fight. Wait.
Oh, towel drop number 1.
I know. This is a towel I got for my birthday. So, Juneteenth. All right, thank you guys so much for the hype train. So we're gonna put a couple tablespoons of sugar in there. And then we're gonna put a little sesame oil in there.
Some of the sugar even made it into the pot.
I know, isn't that awesome? He's critiquing me. He won't even cook in the kitchen, he's critiquing
I've
me.
only learned from the best judges, Dana.
This is the worst rice ever, guys.
What happened?
I didn't measure the water, and then because I just eyeballed it because I wasn't thinking rice. I was thinking pasta or polenta or something. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. Everything's going to be fine. I made glug. All right. So we're going to put this in here because we're going to cut this to fry it.
The rice is very moist.
It is. It's a little too moist.
It's going to scare John away.
It's fine. It's supposed to be sticky, and it's okay if it's moist. It's supposed to be a little sticky and moist, but... And no comments about that comment.
No?
All right. Dana's got to pay attention.
You made glug too. I think we're saying it because A, the rice is very, very moist, and just to see if we can maybe summon John.
Is that what we were doing?
But I can hear it from over here.
The rice?
Yeah.
It's very moist. Yes, Dana was not paying attention, but that's okay. That's why we watch streamers, right? To see when they're not paying attention and when they mess up. All right, I'm going to let this, before I stick this in the freezer, I'm going to let this cool down just a little bit. I don't want to put it in there and drop the temperature in the freezer too much. So we'll set that over there.
Rice soup.
It is kind of like rice soup. Exactly, that's what I was going for. It's embarrassing when you do that stuff live. But
See,
what can
Dana,
you do?
this is why I keep the bar set very, very low. When I fail,
Speaking
I
of
have
bar,
still succeeded.
we do have a cocktail tonight too. It's called the Apricot Crush. I did my best to try and come up with what was the cocktail I had at the Bohemian that was really, really good. So we're gonna attempt to recreate that one. All right, let's stick this in the refrigerator. I don't want it in there for too long. But I do want to get the pretzel croissants into the oven.
So will you be frying that rice later?
I will be frying the rice later, yeah. So we're going to either cut it into circles or into squares or rectangles, and then we're going to fry it, and we're going to put our tuna tartare on top of it. And I'm going to do a chipotle aioli with it. All right, here. Okay, so you may notice that there are two different shapes here, and there's a reason for that. Let's get this out of the way for now. The reason for this is that this is what a croissant looks like, right? But at the Turtle Club, where I had these, they were in squares. So we're going to try both and see which one comes out better. So what I've got here is I actually have almost 8 cups of water because that's what I needed for this. And I baked some baking powder at 250 degrees for an hour because the recipe told me to. And I know that there's a reason that you bake baking powder, and I can't think of why off the top of my head. So if you know, type it in there so everybody else knows. So we're going to dissolve this into the water. And this is what we're going to dip our croissants into. And then that will help give us that chewy texture on the outside. You're done now?
Yeah, he's making sure.
Don't add it to the rice, exactly. So what were you talking about? Indonesian dish called bubur ayam. So rice consistency like a congee. I mean, that's kind of almost what I made, right? Like a congee. I mean, that sounds good. Shallot, shredded chicken. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me?
We can go give Zero a shout out. I know he's on vacation.
I can't talk, I know you're like, international dish. Well, I was going to do risotto, but I guess I've got to do something else. And it's like, I didn't correct you. I could have. I love Zero. Zero and Nikki are awesome. They are awesome people. Okay, so we've got our baking soda. It was about 1/4 cup of, not baking soda, I'm sorry, baking powder. So there's about 1/4 cup of baking powder that I did in the oven, 250 degrees, 1 hour, okay? It's cooled down, it's in here. So now what we're gonna do, and again, I started these 2 days ago. So I started it by making the dough and letting the dough rest and hydrate overnight. I did butter with a little bit of flour in it, and I did it into a square so that when I rolled it out, we could start folding the layers together. So if you don't know what laminating dough is, that's what gives you all those flaky pastry levels when you're having like a croissant. And it's basically folding the dough over, letting it rest, folding the dough, letting it rest, so you're rolling out in between things and you're letting it rest and you're just making layers and layers and layers and layers of dough, and it's got the butter in between the layers. If you want baking powder to potato fries to make them extra crispy, great idea. Great idea. Okay, so these have been sitting on the counter. So they've been resting on the counter. They really haven't risen a whole lot, but that's okay. They should rise in the oven. So we're gonna drip off that excess water, stick that there.
And just to check, this isn't like a recipe off of TikTok.
This is not a recipe off of TikTok. No, because I've made pretzels before, and you do either cook or dip them into a baking soda thing. So when you get those chewy outsides of your pastries, you're doing something like this, like with bagels or pretzels. Different recipes are have different techniques to do that. So I see a pink gorilla fan in there from Mastafu. You may find me at TwitchCon every once in a while over at the Pink Gorilla booth. All right, this next one.
What is that, like 3 months away now?
It's not too far. Not too far. Hello, Fallen
Hey,
Age.
Fallen
How are
Age.
you? So I know this looks weird, but if you look at bagels.
Oh, we got to meet you last year?
Oh, did we? I'm sorry. I'll have to the folded dough. So it's not going to be. This is going to be. It's a pretzel croissant. So we're doing a pretzel technique on a croissant. Does that make sense? So I made these like the shape of a regular croissant because the recipe that I pulled from the internet. Oh, Kelsey is your. Oh my gosh! Then I probably did meet you. It is not supposed to be boiling water for this recipe. When I've made pretzels before, it's been boiling water. This recipe did not call for boiling water. I'll double check because I could be wrong. But no, I think it said just dip it in there. It said, where's my recipe? Dana. Dip each croissant into the water, cold water. Place them back on the baking sheets. So that's what we got. And then I, unfortunately, don't have any eggs because they were apparently all eaten while I was out of town. So we're going to brush these with a little vegetable or a little olive oil instead. But ultimately, you would really want to have like a egg wash on here to get that nice brown color. So we're going to do this instead. So it is different, isn't it? And I don't know how it's going to turn out, Jedi. I'll be honest with you. We're just trying
You're hoping
something
for the
new.
best since it's been a 3-day process.
Yeah, I have worked on this for 3 days. This is day 3. So I'm assuming they'll at least be good, even if they're not exactly perfect. Because what can go wrong with laminated dough?
Oh, don't tempt fate like that. You know better.
I mean, things have turned out that I've looked at and gone, there's no way that's going to turn into what it's supposed to be, and it does. All right, so these are going to go in for how long? Oh, we want to put some salt on these too because it's kind of a pretzel-y thing. This is Florida Cell. No, that has got, okay, I don't want that one. I'm trying to look in my size. We'll do some Maldon sea salt flakes. I wish I had some other crispy one, but this will give us a little crunch on the top because that's what you want with the pretzels, right? You want a little of that.
Hey, Elser, was this recipe your idea?
This was from a place called the Turtle Club. This is not their particular recipe, but I looked at a few recipes for online, and this is the one that looked closest, like it would come out. Like the Turtle Bay one. So we'll see. But no, I would never pretend to know how to put together a baking recipe. Other food, great. Baking, I don't know enough. Uh-oh, puppy cam.
Where is
puppy
your...
cam. Oh, over there. We didn't plug it in. Hopefully there's enough juice.
I'll see if he'll just let me pick him up. Rocky.
Rocky is heading our way. All right, let's get these in. I'm going to flip them around halfway through the cooking, so I need to figure out, I think it's 20 minutes in the oven. So I'll set the timer for 10.
Could you change the camera for me?
I could.
Or
There we
just
go.
the main one?
Well, you didn't specify. There we go.
There you go, Elser.
There's Rocky. Hi. Hi. He looks stoned. He may be stoned. Okay.
Elser says hi, and Cyber Queen says hi, and
Hello.
Watermelon says
Everybody's
hi.
saying hi. Can you wave? Hi. Look over here. Can you look over here? Look over here. Hi. Hi. That's about as good as it gets right there, guys. Okay. I know what I was going to do. I was going to look at the recipe to make sure I'm right about the time.
Drink the wine, Rocky. Drink the wine.
All right. Here we go. Morphine Bear, thank you for reminding me to drink my water and stay hydrated.
In Morphine Bear, there's even a new hydrate emote in the chat just for Dana. She loves it.
Do I? Do I? Robbie comes up with all sorts of emotes.
I do.
He'll say, how about this? And I'll go, sure, whatever. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what? All right, I am going to roast some corn now. That's what I'm going to do. We need to roast some corn. Oh, I need to,
Ooh,
oops.
fire. Fire.
So we want some roasted corn for our main dish.
Here, we'll help with that. We'll help.
No, get him away from the food. I need a, you're about to have a hot dog. You know what? That works. I like hot dogs. It's summer.
Or it's because Rocky was getting close to the
Oh,
stove.
we're about to have a hot dog. I get it.
I followed the logic.
I mean, I didn't measure the water for the rice, so how good is my brain working today? Not
The
very
corn was
good.
on fire, Dana.
Yep, that's what I want. What do I need to do
Rocky.
next?
Okay. You did good. You did good.
I need to
Get you a
get.
treat.
Oh, you know what I need? Do you know what I need? I need paper towels.
See, the
'Cause
corn's,
I'm out-
corn's
I'm-
on fire.
I'm out of paper towels. I know, it's fine.
But I'm showing people the corn's
Oh.
on fire. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Hey. All right, thank you for coming by. You still love me, that's so
And hello,
exciting.
Wolf Mom.
Wolf Mom's in the house. I know, isn't that, Robbie is, he's always putting the dog over the food.
He
And
wasn't
I don't
actually
want any
over the
dog
food.
in my
I just make
food.
it look that way. Look, you know what, Dana? For that,
Can I please have some paper
I
towels?
think you need to hydrate some more, Dana.
Can I please have some paper towels? All right, I am going to rinse this off. I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Dana's a mess. I need to dry the scallops for when we get to that. Oh my gosh, right over the fire. That doesn't seem like a great idea, Robbie. There we go. Look at this char's getting good. But I want to clean some of this chimichurri off before I cut up some mushrooms. Again, I'm trying to recreate a dish because I would not make a dish this complicated, but the Turtle Club did make one this complicated.
All right, back. It's exploded everywhere. Corn, fire.
So, hello, first time chatter. Just keeping everybody in the loop that we do try to stay family friendly here in our in our thing. If you're in Food Fight, do what you want. If you come for Food Fight on Thursday.
Yeah, Food Fight is crazy enough that we just
I
we let
cannot,
most of the stuff go.
I
there.
cannot control other chefs or gamers. But that is coming up on Tuesday. And are we? Is this one starting later?
That's
Earlier? No, it's the last week. I can't remember.
this coming week is normal. Still,
Normal. So 5:30 Central.
Yeah, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern.
Next week we're going to start earlier, an hour earlier. Yes.
As far as I know, that's still the plan.
Okay. Because we got somebody who's on a whole different time zone than everybody else. So we thought they probably shouldn't be cooking at midnight. Look at this roasted corn. It's looking good. It would help if I got it over the flame though. All right, I've got some shiitake mushrooms. They've already been washed.
Yeah, Jedi, we need some more sabotages for Darth. He's still lurking
For
in here
sure.
on the end of his road trip.
Darth totally deserves more.
Hey, Aspie.
In fact, Aspie's in the house. Hello, hello. Kanara was talking about how don't ever listen to Darth. And Darth may be lurking in here, but I also know that he is driving back from seeing his grandbaby and kiddo. So
2 days, Aspie.
I know Aspie's going to be one of our people here on Tuesday. I'm going to confuse everybody because I think that's my job. Confuse
well, if
the people.
If it is, you're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the recognition.
Mama Huevo's Kitchen is the other competitor on Tuesday.
Yep, Mama Huevo's Kitchen. Woo! All right. There we go. We got the mushrooms done. Hello, Pete. How are you doing? All right, what am I going to do next? I need to I want to make the polenta next, I think. Maybe I'll make this right, unlike the rice. Now the trick is finding room in the freezer for the rice, now that it's not steaming anymore. Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's see. Can I move stuff around? I got too much stuff in my freezer, and then my kiddo's got stuff in the freezer. And so the freezers are like packed full of stuff right now. My
so
freezer's
full that there's no room for ice cream, and it's very sad.
We can go get ice cream after the stream. So
I think that was a contract right there.
that was a contract?
Yeah, ice cream.
It sure
after stream.
was.
That's
All
my
right.
payment.
Polenta. I need 4 cups of water, but I'm going to start with 3. And we're going to add the 4th cup. I'm actually measuring. Look at this. Do you see this, Robbie?
You're about to measure?
I'm going to measure things.
You know, if you'd just done that with the rice.
If I'd done that with the rice would have turned out better. But, oh, this is looking good.
Right. Megabytes is like, so now we are measuring.
Now we're measuring because Dana may have messed up the sticky rice, or the crispy rice. I'm going to take this one off and put it somewhere.
Now, polenta soup next?
No polenta soup. All right. 3 cups of water. Let's get that boiling.
All the corn needs is butter.
All the corn needs is butter. Oh, it would be really good. We're going to actually do that in the mushrooms and a little butter to put on top of our polenta. All right. So we're going to put about half of that in there. Look at that. I did really well. And we're going to get that to boiling.
Just waiting for the corn to burst into flames.
And yet it hasn't, has it? It's looking good. Getting all that color on there. You finished your grocery shopping. For the rest of the week from AI, leftovers, awesome. Awesome. Everybody wants to know the secret ingredients. I keep saying they're secret. I don't know if you watch Steve and Zero, but they're just all around going, yeah, we're cooking with the chicken and cauliflower. And it's like, guys, secret ingredients. And then they weren't saying it on the stream. And it's like, now you can say it during food fight.
Well, you yelled at them so much, they got scared.
You yelled at them.
I
started
didn't
the
yell
yelling.
at anybody. I very
You-
nicely explained in chat
You started the yelling.
that secret is a secret.
You,
Steve said it first.
whatever story you want to tell yourself. Oh my gosh, butter's going everywhere. All right, I am turning our croissants around and sticking them back in there for another 10 minutes. And look at this, Robbie. I did the timer correctly the first time. Just saying. Just saying. All right. I think that is roasted enough.
3 years. 3 years and she got it right.
I get it right every once in a while. All right. I need to take the scallops out now and get those drying.
Good evening. We're doing well.
Hello, Astriel. How are you doing? How's it going?
Until it starts popping popcorn. That'd be really impressive.
If it made with popcorn, you have to have a special kind of corn to do that. I know everybody's
Don't
being
ruin my
funny.
dreams,
I
Dana.
know, I know. Maybe we'll find one just so you can do that. Oh, that is the worst scallop. That's half a scallop. This guy did not give me the prettiest scallops.
As a kid, I think I expected to walk into a cornfield and eventually find a road that just had like buckets of popcorn.
A popcorn? Really? You grew up in corn country. Did they not teach you anything?
Well, you learn pretty quick. Just like, have you ever been snipe hunting, Dana?
I have been snipe
You
hunting.
learn about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people here have been snipe hunting? Anybody ever caught one? If I'm continuing despite the forces arrayed against me. That's how I feel. I feel that too. All right, we need to.
I was gonna say that sounds like a Monday right there.
I need to make an aioli. I need to make a butter. So let's do those two things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a aioli, and I'm going to cheat because I don't have any eggs, so I can't make it from eggs. We'll use just some mayonnaise. And this is going to go on our crispy rice cakes if they turn out. Because, I messed them up. And I wanted this to be, what they had on there was a chipotle aioli. So I'm going to put a little chipotle powder in there. And then we're going to we're making a really simple one here. We're going to put a little sriracha in here. This is a brand new thing, is sriracha. I really want to buy the sriracha at the restaurant that we go to because their sriracha is really good and they make it in-house. So we could buy some of that.
I know Krem likes to say that it's a good morning any morning you wake up.
Yes. All right, put a little sriracha in there. I just got, if my fault, there we go. Do you go to parties? When we're old, we sneak out of parties to go home. Exactly. Exactly. How many people used to sneak out when they were kids?
Hey, Golden Flare.
Hello, good day to you. How are you doing? This smells pretty good. Let's see. It looks pretty good too.
Oh, now she's gonna show.
Now I'll show you. Let's taste it. Does it have enough chipotle flavor? I want a little more chipotle flavor. Oh, I left the burner. That was a lot more chipotle flavor. I left a burner on. The wrong, oh my gosh, here. We're just gonna do this. I turned the wrong, Woo! Just got a little of that chipotle right in the wrong place.
Well, there's a joke to put a smile back on your face, Dana.
Okay, so we got that.
I don't think she heard me, Chad.
I did. I'm ignoring you. No, it's just, you woke up from a short nap. Let's see, here's your joke for the day. A mother decides she's going to clean her son's room and finds a bunch of leather goods and handcuffs. She shows it to her husband and asks what he thinks they should do about it. And the father says, tell you what we're not going to do, spank him. That's funny. You stayed up too late last night watching the original X-Men animated series. On vacation, there was one night, I usually stay up pretty late. I'm usually one of the last ones to go to sleep and one of the first ones to wake up in the morning. And I went to bed early one night because I was like, I haven't been sleeping well. And they stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning, a bunch of old ladies. I hope none of them are in here.
I was about to say, old ladies. Who are
I'm
you,
one of them.
Darth?
I'm the oldest one out of the 4 of them, so I am allowed to say that.
I think Darth's been rubbing off on you.
All right. So when I finally get this water to boil, because now it's on heat. Robbie.
I mean, heat speeds up the boiling process a little bit.
It does. It does. We'll get this in there. And I'm going to get we're going to put pimento cheese in there.
Just think it's funny that you say don't listen to Darth, and yet you're taking after him by calling people old.
Well, I did not call Kanara old. I can call my friends old because I'm older than them, but you can't call somebody who is older than you old. That's the way that works. All right.
Well, now I know.
All right, so butter. So I got that out, but now I need to make some butter. So I want to make butter for these pretzel croissants, and I want it to have a little bit of honey in it, and I want to have a little bit of mustard in it because it's pretzel-like, right? But I don't want it to like have a heavy-handed mustard taste. I want it to be, I don't want it to be like honey mustard. I want it to be butter with just a hint of those flavors in it. And we'll play, this is mostly room temperature butter. Oh, but I need to do this first, probably. Maybe. Are you going to boil? And by the way, singing to your pots does help you cook better. All right. We'll put a little honey in here. So your power went out last night. You slept for 3 hours. That sucks when you don't have it. Pretzel croissant, yes. Raving about food. Oh, you were. That's so good. I mean, I so enjoyed my time with you, the two of you, talking that one night. I think we could have stayed up until about 3 o'clock talking. But Robbie's over here like, I'm so tired. All right, so true facts here.
Bye, Cram.
Bye, Cram. Thank you for sharing your time with us. So if you want like a really, really creamy polenta, if you've got a coarse polenta, like this is pretty coarse, you can stick it in the blender and make it smoother, like make it smaller granules, and you'll get a creamier polenta. I'm gonna have Robbie come over here and stir this.
Wait, what now?
You're gonna come over here and stir this. Do a part of just chatting about anything. I know, wouldn't that be fun? You got some, ooh, good. I'm glad you got some excited ideas. All right, I thought this was I took this out a couple hours ago, but it still isn't really as room temperature as I'd like it to be. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, I don't want horseradish.
So, Dina, I think this should be food fight rules, and you should have to do it all on your own.
Well, we're not in food fight. Here, can you turn the heat down a little bit so it's not boiling?
And she wants me to turn the heat down.
I do. I want some mustard.
Is polenta the same as grits?
They're very, very similar. You can substitute one for the other if you want to. But technically, they're made from different kinds of corn. So when you see them in the grocery store, but if you substitute one for the other, it's going to be fine. You can make a polenta out of grits. You can make grits out of polenta. Now, there'll be people who will fight you on that, but I've done it. It's fine. Everything is fine. This is not working the way I wanted to,
Oh, I'm in the one space I can't get to a stream deck. I was going to switch it to your camera because me
my
stirring
camera?
is not very exciting.
No? Are you sure? I'm just stirring here. All I'm doing is trying to get the butter and the honey incorporated, and a little bit of mustard I put in there into this butter. Ooh, guess what? Our stuff is coming out of the oven.
Does this mean I get to eat food?
Not yet. Let's see.
What about now?
I think I want them in there a little bit longer.
Just don't let anyone tell you to kiss your grits.
Kiss my grits. Do you even know that reference?
Yes, I do.
What show is it from?
An old person's show.
No. Not an old person show. We all
sorry.
used to watch
Sorry,
it.
I'm going to go ahead and guess The Simpsons.
Wrong.
Friends.
No.
Mama's Family.
Nope.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Nope.
Matlock.
Do you know what it's from?
I don't.
It's from Alice. The
Okay.
TV show Alice.
What show was she on?
Alice.
Alice had a show called Alice.
Yes. But Alice.
Apparently Jedi knew it.
But Alice didn't say it. Flo said it.
Wait, did Flo have a show called Flo?
Nope.
This seems to be really thickening up, Dana.
Cool. All right. Yes, we're going to add some extra water in there.
Oh, good. I can stir it easily again. Or she just ruined it.
No, because we're going to put some cheese in there. We got some.
Cheese.
I would have made my own pimento cheese, but then that would have added another half hour onto tonight.
Feel free to change the camera again. I'm too busy stirring. You pulled your tech guy away.
There we go. And let's get some of that in there.
Did we taste test any of this to make sure it's okay?
Like what? The polenta? Oh, this? You wanted to make sure that the...
Just making sure, chat.
So, a lot of times you put like Parmesan or some other cheese into your polenta. We are southerning it up with some pimento cheese. Now, does that need salt?
I mean, I'm
'Cause
not
we
the
didn't-
person to ask. I don't add salt to anything. I'm sorry, was my stirring in your way of tasting?
Yep, it needs salt.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I need...
Dana, things are beeping.
I know. And I'm running around like a crazy person. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Are you going to be telling Aspie and Mama Huevos that on Tuesday? Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. I am. All right, guys.
Just make you a sandwich with the pimento cheese.
All right, watch your hand. And those are the square ones. So there we go.
Very nice. Whoa, hot
gonna-
pans.
We're gonna, did I hit you? I hope I didn't. I'm gonna set those over here so they can cool down.
Yeah, we even went back and watched some of the old Carol Burnett shows a few months ago.
I don't know if Robbie quite gets it all.
I mean, quite gets it all. I even saw some of those back in the day. Thank you very much.
Did you?
I did.
All right, we're gonna try and make
There
this
actually
look
was a spinoff of Alice called Flo?
Oh, you know what? I vaguely recall that.
Not sure what that says
But-
about the show if my joke actually happened.
But was it on for longer than
A hot minute.
a hot minute? Like, you know, what was the spinoff from Three's Company?
Two's a crowd.
Nope.
Happy Days.
Nope. But what spinoffs came from Happy Days 2? There were 2. Well, actually, there were 3 that I can remember.
This is sort of like Big Bang Theory meets Young Sheldon meets what's their name's first wedding or whatever, marriage.
Marriage.
The Ropers. Mm-hmm. Frasier. Not Frasier, Fallen Age.
The Ropers was from Three's Company.
That's Cheers and Frasier you're thinking of, though.
Yeah, Cheers. Frasier came from Cheers. From Happy Days, who remembers the spin-offs from Happy Days? Laverne and Shirley, Joni Loves Tachi. What's the third one? It was one appearance by one person, and then it became a show.
Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy, yes. You got it. You guys are great. Alice was the show.
Now that we've answered your trivia, Dana, when do I get to stop stirring?
Let's see. Let's see.
Absolute Dragons, thank you for that follow.
Thank you for the follow. And if you're new in here, make sure you join us Tuesday because Food Fight will have Aspie will be in there and Mama Huevos will be competing and Darth and I will be judging. That's good. Yeah, you can turn that off and move it off the heat. You can taste it too if you want to. That is good, good, good. Okay, so I need to make the tuna now. So I've got that. Let's see.
All right, back to the producer's chair.
He's so excited to be back. I need these, though, to go on a cooling rack, I think.
She's trying to hide from you guys. We can't let her do that.
Oh, so many things. You get back in there. I'm going to put all of these croissants on a cooling rack back here in the corner. Woo. I'm not very good at making these evenly even. That made sense, right? Evenly even?
Sure, Dana. Sure. But did you know that Happy Days was originally a sketch on Love American Style?
I did know that, but I had forgotten. So thank you for reminding me of that.
I like how she has the delicious food literally all the way across the kitchen.
So that Robbie doesn't eat it.
Or that you guys can see it.
You'll see it. You'll see it when I'm ready. So we need to make the tuna. And for that, I'm going to wash this off real quick. And
Careful, Dana.
I'm going to use the other side, though. Oops. We'll turn that over. Use that side. Now, my recipe called for a pound of tuna, but I don't think we're going to need that much. So this is about, that's 8. I'm going to use half of this, I think.
Dana, did you ever watch Absolutely Fabulous?
I did not. What was that?
You don't know how I haven't made a snack yet? We actually had a pretty big lunch today. That's helped today. Most Sundays I'm pretty hungry by now, but we had a lot of food at lunch.
We did. Well, I didn't eat a lot because it was just like half a pound of cheese. That's all they really gave me. All right. So this is a big eye tuna rather than yellowfin tuna, which is what I really wanted. And we are going to make a tuna tartare out of this. And I'm glad I got it out because it is still a little frozen, which makes it easier to cut. And I probably should have cut it the other way first, but it's fine. We're gonna make this work. Obviously, I am not a sushi master. I'm not going to have those perfectly cut sushi pieces.
So it was a Jennifer Saunders fashion editor sitcom.
Huh, I did not know that one. All right. So what we're going to add to our tuna is we're going to add a little Kewpie mayonnaise and I think a little sriracha, but I got to look at the recipe because I did pull a recipe for this.
Yeah, I did not catch this fresh. I was a little busy.
Can I offer you a drink?
I know, well, that's going to be next. We'll do that next. Is get a drink. Maybe if I give him a croissant, he'll make us a drink. We're going to make one called the Apricot Crush. So I was at a place called the Bohemian. I'm going to ruin this tuna here.
Hi, Pook Speak.
Hello, Pookspeak. So, we had this crispy rice with a tuna, but it was just yellowfin tuna that had been chopped up. It didn't have anything else in it, I don't think. And I forgot one of the things. I ended up doing the scallops, but I forgot what I really wanted to make. So we'll have to do that sometimes. Is they had this warm crab and lobster salad, and then it had like ciabatta crostinis with it, and it was so good, Robbie. It was so good. All right, that's going to be enough of that. We're going to stick that in a bowl.
I do think it's crazy that they actually thought that jumping a shark was a good idea.
You know what? That's when somebody said, wouldn't it be cool to have somebody, I want to ski and jump over something. But you know what's awesome about it is that from now on you'll always be remembered for that.
It's true. Rocky's good. He got to go to camp a couple days ago, have some fun. Even had a special snack that day. So.
That's right. I dropped Robbie.
You didn't drop me off. I did not get a special snack
I
that
dropped
day.
Rocky off at camp, and they said, hey, it's root beer float day. Do you want him to have a root beer float? And I was like, oh, okay. And they said, it's beef broth with whipped cream on the top. And I'm like, all right. And he thought it was spectacular. Oh, I need Kewpie. Oh, do I not have any Kewpie mayonnaise?
Rocky just kept going on and on. He's like, you're taking me back tomorrow, right? I want
Can
more
I come
of that
back?
stuff.
Can I come back? I want to come back. I usually have Kewpie mayonnaise. I do not, so we're going to be using this. Dang it.
Because you just say the word camp, and that's like saying the word walk around here. He's ready to go.
That's half a cup. Where did my...
Yeah, Jedi, yeah.
There it is. Robbie always puts my measure for my plunger measurer in the wrong drawer. I'm complaining that he's putting dishes away. Yes, you heard that right.
And washing them.
Oh wait, I'm only doing half of this. So I don't need, let's see, do I have too much in here?
I was just waiting for that to go flying.
It's fine, everything is fine. There we go.
Just off screen for you guys.
And now we're going to put in some sriracha.
There. I'm like the help on
Thank you.
Dinner Time Live now.
And then I think soy sauce needs to go in here as
I would have
well.
lost it if it did.
All right, we need some soy sauce. And it says sesame oil. I need about a half a tablespoon, so not very much of this. And then a very tiny bit of this. That is sesame oil, and it's not toasted. I didn't want toasted in there.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
You have to see if you have any. It's called Camp Bow Wow, and it was the only one that would take Rocky.
Yeah, he literally got kicked out of his first
2.
2?
Well, no, the first one he just was really kind of big because it was a small dog one. And so he kept getting separated because he was just too rough with all of them. So they didn't kick him out, but I thought that's not really fair. All right, we're going to stick that in the refrigerator.
Right, and then you found them another place.
I did.
And they approved him, and then we're on vacation, and they're like, hey, you need to come pick up your dog.
They're basically like, so this is the last night Rocky can be here. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm in Florida. And they're like, yeah, we get it, but it's his last night here. And I'm like, I don't understand. What are you saying? I can't come get him, so I don't know what you want me to do. All right, so I've got that. I want to do some green. Oh, they wanted green onions in there. I think we're going to leave it the way it is. And then I'm going to be doing some avocado on top, but I don't want to cut that yet. And so what do I have left to do? Has my rice been in here long enough? Probably not.
To undo the soupiness?
Yeah. It's pretty good. All right, I think I'm going to do circles with this and fry this up in circles. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, because these are going to be the last 2 steps, I want to take this off of the cob. I don't think we're going to need all of this, but that's okay because you know what? I'm going to take the other one tomorrow and eat it. Or put it on a salad because roasted corn is excellent on salads. So there we go. There's that. Because I'm going to need to I'm going to saute that up with the mushrooms.
Yeah, Dana didn't think I was confused enough in her kitchen anymore, so she reorganized everything a couple weeks ago.
What? No, I didn't. I didn't reorganize everything. I want to get this back in the refrigerator. So we got to do something with tuna tomorrow. Because I have
can
extra.
definitely help you with that.
Okay. I'm going to get that in there because I don't want that to go bad.
You don't have too many things on your menu for tonight. Let's just make some sushi. Come on. No problem.
That's got to be done with the mushrooms and stuff too. All right, let's fry this up because that doesn't need to be hot. Oh, I already have the pan out for that.
She only hit the food so I could find it. Hey, King of APOC. Welcome in.
Hello. How are you? All right. We're going to put some oil in here.
King of APOC, will you be at TwitchCon in San Diego?
Because we need to make our plans ahead of time for that. All right, I need this.
Yeah, one of the adjustments we've made from Vegas is we're going in early and leaving later. So we have
I'm
more
trying
time
to make
see
plans
people.
ahead of time. All right, so what I'm going to do, I
What
need
are
some
you
paper
doing?
towels. I am cutting these into pretty circles. But I could do them in another shape if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do them this way. And I think I don't
Well, we
need...
hope you can make it. It'd be really great to get to meet you.
Making plans. All right. So we did crispy rice with tuna at 2 different places. We went to this little place that was in a shopping center called Namba. And I had this wonderful dish. The 2 of us shared it. And it was a tuna tartare and a salmon tartare with these little crispy rice cakes. So it wasn't this. It was not cakes, like crackers, little rice crackers, but they were like really feather light. And they were so good. And it had a lovely little sauce if you needed it, but the flavor of the fish was so good. And it was a very simple little place that somebody had said, you need to go there. It's really good. All right, so these aren't perfect, but we're gonna give it a try. The rice is very sticky, Robbie.
Not soupy?
They're not soupy anymore, but they are sticky. And I turned it too soon. All right. And it is popping all over the place, which means there's a lot of moisture in the rice, right?
All right, Aspie. Yep, we'll definitely see you on
Aspie, all
Tuesday.
right. I know we can't wait to see you on Tuesday. It'll be so much fun. Woo! Remember, rule number 1, have fun. That is rule number 1.
And rule number 2, don't listen to Darth.
Don't listen to Darth. Actually, that should probably be rule number 1. I love it because Darth tells me I'm the sister he never wanted. And yet, he could totally ignore me, and he doesn't.
That's almost as loud as popping popcorn.
Well, it's like Rice Krispie treats, right? These are a little messy. These are not working out the way I want them to, Robbie.
Everything's fine. I'm telling you, you just need more of a challenge. Let's get one hand behind the back, some oven mitts, maybe a blindfold.
Let's make this really hard.
Worked out well for Zero and Steve and dinner with Mom and Kanara.
What, one hand behind the back?
All the sabotage.
I mean, Zero and Kanara didn't win, so I don't know if it worked out well for them. Unless they didn't want to be there in July. My gosh. You forgot to tell Robbie Happy Father's Day. He's only father to Rocky and a cat that has had to be moved multiple times.
My poor cat. Rocky's been pretty good today during the stream.
That's because he's drugged.
Yeah, but even then, that's no guarantee, Dana.
True.
There's deliveries or squirrels or...
Yeah, these are not crisping up the way I want them to.
Well, thank you, Kenneth.
Ow! Rice is exploding onto me. I'm going to stand over here. And if this doesn't brown, I'm actually going to put ghee in there. Or butter or something. I don't know.
This is a very dangerous stream.
Not working, and it's probably because Dana messed up the rice.
What was that on Dinner Time Live that he was frying up in the thing that was going all over the place?
Oh, it was the crabs, because
That's right, the
the
soft-shell
soft-shell
crabs.
crabs, because they have such a
Just
high water content.
Boom. Oil everywhere.
Yep. Oil everywhere.
Boy, I'm jealous of how much help they have on that show.
Every time Robbie watches it, he's like, wait, he's got a producer, and he's got camera people, and there's this. All right, that's okay.
You're getting there. There's a little bit of color.
Not the color I want. This one looks like it may have the color I want. If I can. I've got so much rice on here.
2 food streams ago, you went to flip a cake out of the pan and half of it wasn't cooked.
Oh no, I hate it when that happens. Woo! See, there we go. Look at that one.
Did you still get to eat the cake? Did the cake taste okay at the end?
Could you put it back in?
And I kind of want cake now. Can we have cake and ice cream after the show?
If you would like to go get some. Sure. Why not? These may take a little longer than I thought to cook. So while that's happening, I'm going to get another pan out.
Yeah, that's what we heard is that everyone really loved how San Diego was, so we're looking forward to getting to go to it this year.
I'm going to do a little pancetta because that was the other thing I forgot was on my polenta.
Because I think other than the night before TwitchCon, we didn't really run into anyone in Vegas during TwitchCon.
No.
Because yeah, it was just so spread out. You'd put a lid on that?
I could. You know what? I have one of these things that Robbie's mom gave me that I keep forgetting to use. So we could do that. But I wouldn't put a lid on it because then it'll steam rather than fry. But that'll at least help keep it from burning my arm. I'm going to have little... Can you see how it's red right there?
Oh. Now we can.
It's red right there. I'm getting pelted by rice. Friday night you partied too hard? I'm kind of too old to party too hard. But we were out late that one night getting secret pizza.
Was that Thursday night?
Was that our first night there?
I think so.
It might have been. I think it probably was. When was the partner party? But that was Thursday night, right?
Thursday night, yeah.
So we were following Chef Megan around. She was going to all these places and wandering after the partner party, trying to get me to do shots. And I said, my shot days are over, but I'll have a drink with you.
And what, you got like a single serving of vodka for like $20 at the bar in a casino. Yep. It's like, wait, that's the price for a single, not a double? They're like, yep, $20 please. So yeah, she was just sort of our tour guide that first night.
And then she's like, we're going to go to Secret Pizza. We're going to go do this. We're going to go do that. And we just and then we'd be like, why are we here? And she's like, I wanted to show you guys this. And we were like, okay. So you just kind of had to go with it.
And the pizza was good.
It was good. She's a bad influence. Or a good one. Make you go out and... All right, I'm going to crisp up some of this pancetta. And then we're going to cook our mushrooms and our corn in here. I'm out of bigger pans, so we're doing it in that one. A mini muffin pan and then scoop the tartare into it. I don't want to cook the tartare because that would be, I want to just put it on top. I don't need it to be completely, but you could do that. Like do almost like a ring mold thing so everything is kind of even up to the top. So these are starting to finally look, other than these other two that got messed up early on. Like this one. But these other ones look pretty good. They're not perfect, but maybe they'll look really good in a picture.
They seem very slippery.
They are. They're moving all over the place. Ow! Stop.
Dana is under attack.
Ow. That hurt. They're crispy rice cakes. They're little bitty. Yes, I'm trying to make them crispy rice cakes. I'm having a B- job at it. So, there we go. Oh, I need some paper towels for you too.
Here,
Uh,
here.
So I didn't use any of the, this should probably be on there to keep it warm. All right, I'm gonna take these out now and do some more. Oh, okay, that's okay. It's all good.
The color actually looks pretty good on that camera.
All right, we're gonna put more of these in there. And I'm just gonna let them sit for a few minutes with that on the top until they stop wanting to hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
I think that's funny because I had a different song popped in my head.
What?
Well, now I can't think of it because you just sang that one. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me
Do you
cry?
really wanna hurt me? Do you really wanna make me cry?
You'll notice that I just spoke the words and didn't even try to sing. After the Jingle Bells incident,
That everybody has heard?
there's no more singing for me on the stream.
I hope they don't for 5 seconds of singing.
I think as long as we're under like 10 or 15 seconds, we're okay. Especially if she's just freestyling.
If
Although-
Robbie sang it, we would definitely
Hey,
not get dibs.
I'm right here.
Hey, you know what? While I'm doing all of this over here, I can move some of this stuff so you can make us a cocktail and something more interesting than just watching rice cakes be made. You want to do that?
Or we could just dance.
You thought this sounded like Duran Duran? Very sad.
For legal reasons, no.
How many of these am I going to make? Okay. This probably needs to go there. Green Perch! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream? I'm Dana. This is Dana's Kitchen, and I'm here with Robbie, Randy, Ricky, Roy, all the same person. Drink more, cook less in the chat. And we're cooking up some stuff. Robbie is my tech guy, my dishwasher, my dog wrangler, my logistical elevation technician, Sherpa, and lots of other things, whatever I can come up with for him to do. So at the moment, we're trying to make some crispy rice cakes, and Robbie is about to, because he is also the bartender around here, he is going to be making us a cocktail. So I'm trying to make some room for him. And there you go, Robbie, here's some room for you. I do need to keep this over here to put the rice cakes on, however. There we go. So welcome into the family, and thank you for that follow. You're a cooker too. Did you cook something tonight? If you did, what did you make? And everybody go give Green Perch a follow. Here we are. These are going to be our glasses because it's a martini-esque kind of thing. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to cook some mushrooms. I probably need to put a little salt on them. I've got shiitake mushrooms. That's what we're going to use. And if you haven't been in here before, my grocery store actually grows mushrooms. So my mushrooms are awesome. Organic and made right there, grown right there in the grocery store. So What are you making tonight, Robbie? Tell all
I believe
of the
you've
great
called
folks.
it the apricot crush.
That is what I called it. And so make sure you're telling people what you're doing.
I'm making the apricot crush. Uh-oh, she's uncovered it. I'm in the danger zone.
I'll save you.
Okay.
We've been cooking these crispy rice cakes, and the rice has been attacking us.
Did you see what they made?
What did you make? Shrimp, mushroom, and coconut milk risotto and some cookies. Awesome. I love risotto. So you kind of did a little maybe Asian-ish twist to your risotto? Because that sounds delicious.
Wait, am
All
I
right.
supposed to be using these strawberries?
Yes. Well, no. The ones you're going to crush in there are
ones I
in
pulled out?
here. Nope.
No.
I will get you the
It's always
proper.
fun making these drinks for the first time.
I think I pulled them
We'll
out
do it
already.
live. We'll do it live.
Where did they go? They were in
Hold,
here.
please.
Please hold.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to pour some vodka, Dana.
That sounds like a
Oh,
fabulous.
This container over here on the table.
Yes. I was like, I thought I got them
Look at
out
that.
for
I have
you.
to do everything for Dana.
Well, no, I got them out for you.
Make the drink,
and then
find
you
the
pretended
strawberries,
like
eat
you
the
couldn't
food.
find them.
The things I do. Oh, from Japan. Very
see here.
nice.
Pre-purchase from Japan. Oh, that is awesome. Well, we're so glad you guys found us. And we'll have to check out that stream ourselves. I love finding new cooked food and drink streamers. And we also have on Thursday, we do a, there's another streamer, his name is Darth Verbaka, and he and I do something called Food Fight. And we have other food and drink streamers, sometimes gaming streamers come in and compete against one another. And it's a bracket style tournament. We raise money while we do it. And here, so you don't get here. And there's, for the winner, they get a handy dandy trophy that I need to make sure I pull out before Tuesday.
That would be good.
Yep.
All right, so we're muddling the strawberries in the vodka.
Yep.
2 ounces of vodka to be precise.
Are you making 2 or 1?
Just one.
Okay. But you got 2 glasses.
There appear to be 2 glasses, yes.
Would you like a fuzzy navel in yours?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what I'm going to need after I get hit by any shrapnel from the rice cakes over there.
Yeah. Let's see. That you could be friends with. That's awesome. We're in Texas. We're in North Texas, but I am from Missouri, but he's from Texas. So kind of a Midwestern couple. Half. Half a
Oh my
Midwestern couple. Although your family...
Did you have one of these before the stream, Dana?
No.
Okay.
I didn't, but I've messed up the rice already and some other things. But that's, what happens.
So you could use the excuse.
Good old Missouri.
Okay. That's
St.
nice
Louis
and
Cardinals. Woohoo!
Yeah. Ice and shake.
And the
Cool.
I got to add the Aperol and apricot. So this is going to have apricot liqueur, Aperol. It's got vodka. We've muddled some strawberries in there. I would have used strawberry juice if I could have found some, but what I did is I took some strawberries and put them in with a little sugar so we could get them a little juicier. And then we'll top it with some bubbles. So, hello, how are you? First time chatter, welcome in. You're from deep Minnesota. Yes, I think that would be great. All right, that one looks done. That one could still use a little work.
You even got me.
All right, here.
I called it. I was like, let's see what kind of shrapnel I take over here. Under heavy fire, what kind of drink I'm going to need after that to calm my nerves. Yes, Dana does like an Aperol Spritz. I believe she had a few in Italy while we were there.
Just one.
Lies. So many lies.
What kind of noise was that, Robbie? He says,
That's the kind of noise that you make when you're not expecting to get burned and you're trying to make
You're
Dana a
funny.
drink.
it's pretty orangey. It doesn't really have an orangey flavor to me, but I like the bitterness with the sweet. I don't, like, I want my bubbles to be like Prosecco, so they're a little sweeter along with the Aperol, but it's great. But we need the garnish here.
I'm pretty bad about predicting the garnish.
You're not pretty bad. You're like, what?
Kind of said it sounded like a bird.
Oh.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Wait. Here we go.
Did you just bump into me while I was trying to pour your awesome drink here?
Yep. And the reason why we're using a strainer with this instead of the regular thing, bar strainer, is because I didn't want strawberry seeds or pieces of strawberry in this. So then we're going to top this off. Woo! Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like she took my job.
Well, I had to do the...
You tell me when, Dana. You let me know how many bubbles you'd like in your beverage. Preferably before it goes over the top.
Well, you decide that before it goes over
I'm
the
waiting here to
top.
stop. I'm waiting. I will go over the edge, Dana.
Why would you waste good
Dana?
Prosecco?
Dana?
You're the bartender.
Dana,
You're
say
supposed
stop.
to stop. You're the
Okay, she
bartender.
said the word. She technically said the word there.
What are you, Guy Fieri?
Yes. Didn't you know?
You're going to bring the watermelon mojito. That sounds refreshing and perfect for the summer. Okay, I'm going to put a little more oil in here.
Dana, you might want to sip a little bit before you put your garnish in.
You sip it. You're the bartender. I am busy. Think I got time to fix your mistakes?
Very cool.
All right. Woo!
Look at that. Plenty of room.
You gonna take a picture of your beautiful creation that I came up with? That I stole from the Bohemian restaurant in Bonita Springs, Florida. All right, these are
I'll
now...
tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to try and reposition the drink. before I-
No, but it's so messy everywhere. All right, this rice is now not cold enough to do what I need to do with it, so I'm gonna stick it back in the freezer.
You got me again, by the way.
I did? How did I get you?
All right, that's ready for you.
All right, but I gotta clean up everything real quick. We're getting close to cooking the scallops, everybody, which I think is the last thing on our list.
I even cleaned up my drink space in record time for you.
You did this time. That was awesome. All right.
You did it!
That's yummy. I like it because it's not too sweet, but it's sweet enough, which is the way I like my cocktails. I am definitely, I can execute things, but I prefer being the idea person and helping with the beginning execution and then letting other people take over after a while. I've done enough events and things that you can't do it all. Oh my goodness. Come on, turn over. There we go. Turn over, yeah. This needs a clean pan too because it's starting to get some of the little bits that have burned. So these won't be the prettiest ones. I feel like I'm yelling. Am I yelling? I'm kind of yelling, aren't I? All right. We've got some mushrooms. That's also, all right. I can't reach it. I need to adjust some things over here. Thank you. We're also just going to saute this real quick. It's already roasted corn. And there's a little bit of this pancetta fat left in here, so we want a little bit of that on our corn too. Meanwhile, I'm going to salt the scallops are over here.
Hey, Dana, real quick.
Yes.
I thought you might want to take a look at
Aw, he's a mess. He's just a hot mess.
Oh, you think you need to go?
What? I can't see. What are you pointing at? Oh. Okay. Well, both the dog and my youngest kiddo are out there on the patio sleeping. No, I missed that part. All right, these aren't cooking the way I want them to.
Seems like a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke.
Well, yeah.
I think the pan may have gotten a little hot.
It's also the fact that there's little burnt pieces in here that aren't good.
It's all right, Chad. We do have a fire extinguisher.
We do. But I've never said anything on purpose accidentally except maybe a towel. So those aren't very pretty. All right. That is a gigantic mess there.
I am not cleaning the kitchen after the stream. Any volunteers? We'll pay you in food.
All right, I set that there. I can go there.
Well, I can just imagine how bad Dana was getting hit. I was farther away.
We're going to clean this up. Wow.
It's a lot quieter in here now.
Until I get the scallops going here. So for the scallops, we're going to do some butter and a little bit of olive oil. I just like the flavor when you've got butter. So.
Yeah, the fryer pops are not fun. Hail, Bravo.
Il Bravo, yes. Let's celebrate. And for all of you, if I haven't said it, I have said it, but if you weren't in here when I said it originally, if you're a dad, happy Father's Day. Even if you're a dad to fur babies or plants. Or if you're a grandfather. If you're a grandfather, you're probably a father too. And you can marry somebody who has adult kids and not feel like you're their parent, but feel like a grandparent, right?
I guess
So for all of those people, and all of those who also are role models for other kiddos who need them. All right, I'm gonna scoop my scallops up and put them over here. And then we're gonna start plating some stuff together. So far, if you weren't here for the whole stream, we have made some pretzel croissants.
Which she has hiding over there.
I do, I'm hiding them.
Is that tray cool? Could I carry them over real quick?
It may be cool. I need to get my turner out for these. And look at this. This is very sad. The fish guy gave me this. This is half a scallop. This is a piece of a scallop.
That's some of them.
So the texture on the outside is a little bit different. It's not quite what we had while we were there, but it's good. This is also spattering. So I'm really sad. I guess I'll take the ugly scallops on my plate because that's what moms do. I got like 2 half scallops here, Robbie. And then this
How'd that
little
happen?
piece.
They're even a different color on the camera. That's really weird.
Usually my fish guy is really good.
Hey, Sea Films.
So, hi, Sea Films. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I think we're getting close to eating here.
We are.
I see plates ready for food. That's always exciting.
So all I've done with my scallops is put a little bit of salt on them because for this there's plenty of flavor in the other things.
We've done the occasional gaming stream or even IRL on like trips and stuff. I know Dana actually wants to try and do more IRL.
I do. We've been so busy though. So there we go, Robbie.
So maybe after food fight.
Those are our
Look at
pretzel
that.
croissants. And I made those squares. So I made them both in 2 different shapes because I wanted to try and do the shape of where we went. All right, let's see here. Where is Dana going? She's wandering all around. This is this polenta right here. I don't want too much of that skin on the top. It is a, why am I blanking on it? Pimento cheese polenta.
Have you ever made that type of polenta before?
I have not, but I've made cheese polenta before.
Yeah, I was wondering how that was going to work with all the extra stuff in the pimento cheese.
Oh, it smells so good. All right. Oops, look at this, I'm making a mess. I guess I'll just have to,
And she's so nice, she's making a 3rd plate for chat tonight.
or my kiddo, whichever.
Whoever gets to it first.
This side is just cooking faster. All right.
Me.
All right. That little piece is going to cook really fast. Oh, look at that one. That one's pretty.
It smells good.
These are U15 scallops, by the way. Do you know what that means, Robbie?
That's how many scallops it takes for a pound?
Roughly, yeah.
Look at that. I remembered something.
I'm gonna put a little corn on these plates. And I'll put a little pancetta. I probably should have done these mushrooms with a little sauce. That would have been really good. But there's going to be a lot of flavor in these mushrooms because they were cooked with the polenta. I mean, with the fat from the pancetta. They're all these P words. All right. Let's do this. I think those are 3 good-looking things there. Oh, I was going to do a little avocado too.
How many?
Huh? 4. Whatever number it actually is, not what I say.
Okay, just checking.
It's all good. So one of the things you can do when you are, here, can I get the other camera? You can actually cut up and cube your avocado right here in the shell or the skin. So I want to put a little of this chipotle aioli on here. Not too much. I don't want to overpower the flavor of the tuna. I'm going to put a little there. And I'm putting it underneath because on the ones we had, it was underneath the tuna. All right, that one is done. That one's not quite done. Let's put that over there. This is going to be the ugly plate with all the half pieces.
It smells amazing. It's almost that time where I get to finally eat food.
Yep, it's almost
Were you done
that
with
time.
the oven?
I am done with the oven. Woo! That's going to go there. I think I'm going to turn this off because I think they'll be okay. I need to finish plating these things, Robbie. And I need to make a little sauce. So I'm going to do a little shoyu in here. And a little of our fake wasabi.
Yeah, I'm way better at making the drinks than I am at cooking. I do okay on the grill.
So put a little of that in there.
But I'm happy to help out with, washing dishes and whatnot.
He does do that. All right, can you get these scallops out and put them on the plates? This plate needs 4, and then whatever's left goes on that plate. So this is our tuna tartare.
Come back. Come back.
I put a little too much on that. So we've got, get on there. Get on there. Come
These
on.
really like to roll around.
They do. Look at you. Could you?
You didn't say to make it pretty. You just said to put it on the
Oh my
plate.
goodness. Hello, Maka Waka. We do eat with our eyes first. That is
Hey,
correct.
Maka Waka.
So we're going to put a couple of pieces of avocado on the top. So we kind of have a southwestern-y tuna tartare here with the chipotle aioli. Come on. Little pieces of avocado. There we go. Not evenly cut, but close enough. We'll do a little of this chimichurri on top of our scallops.
Dina wants a smoker, actually. Did you already say that?
I do want a smoker. I can't even get the chimichurri on these. He plated these. Who plated these?
Your unpaid help.
You get paid in food.
I'll eat the ugly plate then.
No, I'm eating the ugly plate. It's fine, because it's a little less on there. Whoops. And it's
Pit
even
boss
uglier.
is the way to go.
And then we've got some micro cilantro to put on the top.
Or as someone said earlier, micro soap leaves.
Yep, that's it. Micro soap leaves. There we go.
So you need some pictures.
Yeah, let's get some pictures. What do you guys think? What do you think?
You can mostly see the 3 dishes.
Well, wait a second. We can pull that over here.
Ooh. That was hiding off screen.
And get my rice cakes over on the other side. What do you guys think? Does that look good? We have forsaken the grill for the cast iron and a huge chunk of butter. I love most, like steaks in a cast iron with a lot of butter is fire. I do love the grill too though, because I'm in Texas, so you gotta like the grill and the smoker, and I wish we had a smoker. That's what I wish. I'd like to make this plate. They had something on the plate, but I didn't taste it, so I don't know what it was. All right, you ready?
Don't forget about your beverage that I
And
worked
then-
very hard on, Dana.
Wait, did you get a picture with everything in it, including the beverage? Here, let's do
Including you.
this. No, not me. You don't need me in the picture. Wait. Will you stay? There we go. There we go.
All right, now we can eat. That's the rule.
Now we can eat.
I take pictures, I get to eat.
Can you microplane a bar of Irish Spring soap? You could if you want to, but I wouldn't suggest it.
We've done crazier things on stream.
All right. Who's ready for us to taste all of this yummy food?
I'm ready.
Should I let Kiddo know, or should I just let him
I mean, we'll
sleep in
we'll be,
peace?
Yeah, we'll be
Let
off
them
the air
sleep in
pretty
peace.
quick and
Okay.
go grab them.
All right.
Food.
There you go. Did we get like a close-up of this pretty plate right here?
From that way,
Okay.
sort of.
All right, I'm going to eat the ugly plate.
Taste.
All right, we're tasting. We're tasting. We're going to taste.
That.
When scallops melt in your mouth.
Well, not just that, the sauce that you have on top, that's new.
Oh, the chimichurri?
It's so good.
If you want more, there's way more chimichurri. It's behind you. Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. Thank you for the follow. Now, let me see if I got your name. Is it Am Saucy? Is that how I say your name? Hi, Reps Rocket, you in there lurking without me knowing. You'd eat at my place every day. Jedi, next time you're down here. Come on down. I got it right. It's
Always
Am
welcome
Saucy.
for visitors. I like how you said that there was more over there and I tripled it.
It's so good. Did you taste the polenta?
Not yet.
It's interesting with the pimento cheese, right? It's not too pimento cheesy. It adds just a little,
It's got a little bit
Funk.
different texture to it,
yeah.
a little bit thicker. Like I would, it definitely has to be eaten warm.
And those mushrooms. Taste
For
the
the
mushrooms
mushrooms
yet?
now.
Super simple. There's just the fat from the pancetta.
Rocky
For the,
must have known it was time to eat. He came inside to check on us.
He knows. He knows. All right. You ready to try one of these?
See, I get to eat and I'm like, wait, there's more?
So you could do the sauce. I'm just going to eat it this way, though.
So it's one big bite, huh?
Or
Cheers,
two.
chat. Megabytes be over shortly.
The tartare's really good. And the crispy rice cake's pretty good. Turned out pretty good.
Very good job, Dana. It's nice and crispy. Yeah, I could just scoop that tuna too.
Well, there's more in the
I know,
bowl.
I saw. We might be fighting over that.
All right, wait. We need a little.
Could you hear that crunch?
They turned out okay. They'd be better if I cooked the rice better. All right, you ready for this? Look at that.
So this is the Pretzel Croissant.
Here,
It's pretty flaky.
I'm gonna taste it just like that first.
Well, do we want to show off the layers?
Yeah, look at the layers. See all those nice layers in there? That is what laminating the dough does for you.
So Dana, be honest, was it worth the 3-day process?
No, you tell me, was it worth the 3-day process?
I didn't have to do it, so yes.
I want to try the butter with the little bit of honey and a little bit of mustard in it with it.
Oh man, that's good.
Hmm.
See, I feel like this already has enough butter for me. But let's try it with more butter, shall we? Yeah, she had to start this 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. So I made the dough, so that you know what I did. I made the dough on the first day, and then I also took butter. Do you like the butter
Like,
with that?
for
little
me, even with like just a little bit of honey.
that would be good. So I made the dough and put that in the refrigerator to rest overnight. And I made butter. I took 24 or 26 tablespoons of butter. It was a lot. And I add a little flour to it, and then I rolled it out so that it was about, I can't remember how big, but it was a rectangle. And I let that go into the refrigerator as well so it would get nice and firm. And then the next day, rolled the dough out, put the butter down, folded the layers over, and wrapped it up in plastic, let that go for an hour, pulled it out, rolled it, folded it, put it back in for another hour, and you did that several times. And then this morning I took it out, I rolled it out, I put it into these shapes and let it sit out. And then we put it in the oven and we baked it. So, you ready to try some food? All right, here, wait. Here is
This is the pretzel croissant you're
pretzel
talking about?
croissant. It's more croissant than pretzel. The other one I had more pretzel-y-ness to it.
That's really good.
There's lots of them.
Give me more.
Give you more here. Here, take the whole
I'll
thing.
finish it.
All right. This is tuna tartare on a crispy rice cake. And there's more of that.
Shall I get some of the sauce
If
on it?
you'd like to.
What kind of sauce is it?
It's just like a soy sauce with a little wasabi and shoyu in it.
Am I supposed to eat it in one bite?
Yeah, Robbie ate it in one bite. And then this is the
Delicious.
scallops with the pimento cheese, polenta, and chimichurri.
That was really good.
I think I got a yay on it for that.
So I'm just gonna swipe one of
All really
these.
good.
The crunch, I know the crunch is so good. Oh, well, thank you, M. Saucy. Taste, taste, taste. You would like to eat at my place every day and cook with me too. I've had many people cooking in this kitchen with me.
It's true.
I've had Pantry Elf. I've cooked with Nikki, but Little Miss Nikki, but in her kitchen. I've had Kanara's cooked here. Darth has cooked here a couple of different times. Teeds TV has cooked here. Am I missing it? Oh, Pantry Elf has cooked over here. So I love to cook with people. Bring them on. And I've had a couple of my friends in here too, cooking with me, and my kiddos. My kiddos have come and cooked with me on stream. So we love that. We love, 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 love. You be tossing elbows. Get out of my way. Yeah. So I think this was a successful, and I really liked it because it was, that's why I chose to do it. And one other day we'll do the, after I recuperate after spending all this money on tuna and scallops, we'll do the lobster and crab warm dip with the crostinis, because that was, oh my gosh, I could have eaten just that night. But then what we also had that night, this was one of those places where you get lots of plates and eat stuff. We did a smoked, roasted, short beef rib, banh mi style. So when it came out, it had been roasted on the bone and then sliced. And then it came with shiso leaves and butter leaves, and then all of the things like pickled daikon and carrots and sauces and stuff. Oh my God, it was to die for. It was so to die for. This kiddo has come home and said, "Will you cook for me?" Which is always a good thing.
I mean, I feel bad asking somebody to cook for me, but
Yeah, no, but I like to cook.
that's asking something of somebody. But
Yeah, well, some people have problems asking for what they want. So.
and look, I don't want to blow smoke or anything, but this is one of the best dinners I've had in my life.
Oh, good.
Everything I've had so far has been so good.
I mean, Robbie just dumped some more of that chimichurri on his scallops, so delicious, and the drink is really, really good too. So I'm
What is that?
happy. We're calling it an apricot crush. So it is. It's not real sweet, so I'm not sure if you'll like it, but you can certainly try it
I don't mind giving
if you
it a
want.
try. Why not?
It's very full because Robbie was being a
I asked her to say
pain.
when. She was supposed to say when, and she never said when until.
I told him
really
he was
close
the
to end.
bartender.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's nice and refreshing for me.
There's
so.
extra bubbles with the bubbles.
That kiddo is you. I mean, I love this kiddo. All right, let's see who is on. Who's on? Sip? Yeah. All right, let's see here. I need to go to. I had it on Twitch. Why did I move that? Okay. Nope. Watch. Let's go. Who's on? Cheers, King of APOC. I really do hope you make it to San Diego. But if you're going, we're going to set a time before we all get to San Diego so we make sure we get to see you this time. All right, let's see. Kyle's on. Let's see here. Tabatai is on. Oh, Tabatai is making croissants too.
Oh, really?
Yes. So that might be good for those of you who wonder why it takes 3 days to make croissants. Chef Tay is making, Chef J Tay, I don't know why I said Tay, strawberry pancakes. John is on, I don't know what he's making. Looks like meal prep stuff. Let's see here. I'm looking for people who are cooking. Minnesota Taz is making mapo tofu, which I have been told I should make. I don't know what it is, never had it. But people often, by the way, if you're new in here, feel free to jump into the Discord and put some suggestions in there of what you'd like me to cook. I have cooked many things that I've never made before. I love going to restaurants and trying to figure out how they make certain things and then coming home and making them myself. I like thinking that way. So if you have any ideas, I've had people from all over the world challenge me to make something that I can't say a lot of times. I think there's a whole clip of me trying to say one of the Swedish things or German things.
Or both.
Or both. Could be. I don't know. Anyway, so feel free. My birthday is coming up on, thank you, Reps Rockets. Yeah, my birthday's on Wednesday. You're on a 10-course dinner for some royal people. You need some help. Help. I wish I could help you, Jay. I'd be there.
So maybe we'll be nice to Dana on Tuesday, since her
Yeah.
birthday's the next day. Maybe.
Yeah. So anyway, and Darth's birthday was last week. So if anybody wants to wish Darth, I think his was last Thursday. You can go make sure when you see Darth on next time that you wish him a belated birthday. All right. So again, happy Father's Day to all you guys. And do you have a? Should we go to Tabatai?
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds.
Let's go say hi to Tabatai, who's making croissants, and we can say we made pretzel croissants.
You're just a one-up.
I need to practice with this because it wasn't quite what we had. It's delicious. There's nothing wrong with these.
How do you spell that again?
Tabetai, cooking.
Okay.
So there we go. We're going to go over to Tabatai. I want to say thank you to all of you guys so much. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. I love to do this kind of thing. It drives Robbie crazy because I use 8 million pots and pans, but it was worth it. Wasn't it worth it, Robbie?
It was.
Yeah, that's high praise if Robbie's like, yep, worth the dishes that we got to do in the kitchen we got to clean. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week Don't forget, Food Fight is on Tuesday, and we've got Aspie. We get to finally watch Aspie cook. We keep seeing all these beautiful pictures of her beautiful, wonderful, delicious-looking food. We're going to actually get to watch her cook against Mama Huevos, who, if you have not checked her out, she's amazing. She's really amazing. And they're going to duke it out to see who is going to make it to the next stage in our bracket tournament. So check it out, 5:30 CDT. Central Time here, and we hope to see you then. And I hope you guys, I think I've said it before, have a good week. Go be awkward, weird, strange, being your good, genuine self, and take a little kindness with you, because we